This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domaincom. Welcome to Film Riot Mondays. Today we're going to be... Yeah.
Your chair is leaning. It's like broken.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it exactly how I want it to be?
No, I think it's just broken.
Yeah, it's broken. Does Film Riot ever answer our questions? No. Not from you, at least. Would you be willing to release a finished script of one of your short films? I'm sure some of us are interested in screenwriting and whatnot and think it would be helpful to see what a production script looks like. Actually, you can get the digital copies for the scripts for Tell, Proximity, and UFO. Yeah, all of them can be found inside of the digital downloads for those films that we have on our store, which you can find right here. So you got the digital copy of the script and all of those for you to check out, plus a bunch of special features on how we made the film and whatnot. So if you have not checked that out, check it out, because it, you know, supports us, helps us keep doing what we're doing. Steven Spielberg said that superhero movies will go the way of the Westerns according to various articles online. Thoughts? I've already been saying that on the show, that I personally have massive superhero fatigue, and I think that the bubble will pop at some point unless they do something really smart with it and totally flip the whole genre on its ear. I think eventually people will get bored of superhero movies. I mean, it's cyclical. There's always this influx, this huge explosion of a certain type of genre or movie, and everybody goes nuts over it, and Hollywood makes a million of that type of movie, and then people get sick of it and it goes away. I think the superhero movie is there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more that can be done. There's more stories that can be told. So I think this one's gonna have more staying power than other things that we've seen before, like the explosion of fantasy movies and such with The Lord of the Rings, the explosion of slasher movies with Scream. So I think superhero movies will definitely have more staying power, as Westerns did, and Westerns were around for a really long time before they kind of went out of style, and now they're making a reemergence. Western films are starting to pop up again, which I'm happy because I love Western films. So I think we will see sort of a dive in superhero movies. I don't think they'll ever go away fully because of how vast that genre is, but I think, in my opinion, we probably have another 5-ish years, 6 maybe, until we really start seeing it fully trickle out into borderline maybe non-existent, but I don't know. That's just a guess. Finding the right balance in pacing, not too slow, not too fast. I think pacing is something that comes with experience. More you do it, the more accustomed you get to what the pacing should be with each specific type moment. Early on in my career, things were always just like everyone else. I let things drag out and they were really long, whereas at the time I thought it was moving fast, but now I look at it and it feels like a million years long. Really good thing to do is, once you have an edit, bring someone in who hasn't seen it so you can watch it again with them, and you sort of see it through their eyes. It feels a lot different watching it with somebody who hadn't seen it before than just watching it by yourself. You start to feel when that pacing is losing them. I think that's a really great way to find if it's moving too fast or moving too slow, and then get their feedback of what each moment made them feel like, and then try to dial things in based on the feedback of, you know, that viewer. What is Josh? Male, 23, athletic build, brown hair, blue eyes, looking for a long, committed relationship.
Single and ready to tinkle.
What?
I gotta pee.
That's not gonna help you get women. Thoughts on Fincher directing a remake of Strangers on a Train? My thoughts are, if Fincher directed a brown paper bag for 2 hours, I would be extremely excited that Fincher was directing something. Pretty much everything that guy puts out I find to be brilliant, and I absorb it like it's just the best bowl of cereal ever. I don't know why cereal. I don't really eat that much cereal, but the point is, I consume everything he does. He's a genius and I love him. Why won't you love me? Because you've hurt me too many times and I just can't trust you anymore.
I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you.
Last question. Hi, Film Riot. When filming an interview for documentary, which audio is preferred? Lavalier boom. Lavalier boom, boom, boom. Lavalier boom. I think just like anything else, it depends on what you're doing and what you want the end result to be. For me, if I could, I would do both a shotgun and a lav mic. That way I have options later on, but let what you're doing dictate what you go with. For instance, if you're doing an interview where you want it to feel very natural, like the audience is eavesdropping in the room with these characters, you might want to go with a shotgun, since a lav is going to feel a little more cold. It's going to feel like an interview, something like this. People are used to hearing lavs for things like this, so it's going to feel a little bit like that. So if you want it to feel more natural, probably a shotgun mic is going to be the better bet. So let what you're doing make the decision of what you need. I've used domain.com to register all my domains for a while now, but now they have some .club goodness, and .club is universal, understood globally. It's perfect if you're building a business or film startup, because any kind of idea that you're gonna put out there on the internet really is sort of like a club. The internet's all about community and collaboration, so .club is perfect for any of that. Go to domain.com/club to register your .club domain name. They're only $9.99 a year, and thousands of options are still available. And of course, make sure to use the coupon code FilmRiot to save 25% off. It'll save you money. It'll let them know that you heard it from us. So when you think domain names, think domain.com. And that's it for today, which means it's time for my suggestion of the week. This one is called Double Insomnia. It is the original Insomnia put side by side with Christopher Nolan's Insomnia to see how the two differ. And I thought it was a really interesting thing to see. So definitely check that out in the notes section below. And I'll see you guys next week. Until then, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat.